Good morning, class. Welcome back to the class of BE Sem 2. Subject is broadband communication system, and we are seeing the important features of WDM architecture. So we have seen already impairments in WDM system. Now we have to know the features of WDM architecture. So I'll explain in you short. Okay. So the important features of WDM architectures, we are divided in some parameters like wavelength reuse, wavelength conversion, then transparency, circuit switching and survivability. हमने देखा अभी ये, इनको एक बार शॉर्ट में फिर से मैं एक बार रिवाइज कर रही हूँ, ठीक है. So first is your wavelength reuse. In this architecture, the term light path represents the path from source to destination along which optical signal passes. Okay, means the term light path represents the path from source to destination through which your optical signal goes. For a number of light paths, we can use the same wavelength until the paths overlap with each other. So the light from SONET 1 to SONET 2 makes use of wavelength lambda 1. Similarly, light path from IP router 2 to IP router 3 makes use of same wavelength lambda 1. Thus, the network can support large number of light paths using a limited number of wavelengths. Means we can reuse that wavelength lambda 1 from SONET 1 to SONET 2, and then again we reuse that wavelength from IP router 2 to IP router 3. Means we are using same wavelength along both of these paths. So this concept is known as wavelength reuse. Then wavelength conversion. What is wavelength conversion then? Whenever there is overlapping of light paths, then a wavelength conversion is required. So consider a light path from IP router 3 to IP router 4 through the node X. Here for light path from IP router 3 to node X, the operating wavelength is lambda 2, and for the same path from node X to IP router 4, the operating wavelength is lambda 1. Means the wavelength conversion is done at node X. We convert the wavelength lambda 1 into lambda 2. Sometimes the wavelength conversion is required at the boundaries of the network. So this is required to convert outside wavelength into a specific wavelength necessary to perform the data transmission inside the network. This is the concept of wavelength conversion. Now, transparency in WDM architecture means what? Various lights paths are connected between different sources and destination. So the light paths can be between two SONET or it can be between two routers. Every light path can carry the data at different rates, and different light paths make use of different protocols. So thus protocol is insensitive to light paths. Then next concept is your circuit switching. Optical layers provide a light path between different destinations. So the circuit switching in optical network is similar to circuit switching in electronic networks. For example, in case of telephone networks, new connections can be set up and can be taken down according to the requirements. Likewise, in case of optical network, what happens? The circuit can be set up or taken down according to the requirement of application, but the packet switching is not provided in the optical layer but in electronic case. Means telephone network में क्या होता है? We can set up new connections and we can take it down according to our requirements. But in case of optical network, what happens? The circuit can be set up or taken down according to the requirement of applications, not according to our requirement. But the packet switching is not provided in optical layer in any case. Then last feature is survivability. This architecture detects the failure. In such cases, the light paths are routed through different paths. Now we have to see the DWDM. What is mean by DWDM? I already told you. It is dense wavelength division multiplexing. Means channels which are used to carry different wavelengths are very close to each other. That's why we call it as a dense. So what is the necessity of this dense wavelength division multiplexing? So see, in case of optical communication, attenuation and dispersion are the major problems. It limits the practical speed and distance of communication. So using EDFA means your erbium doped fiber amplifier, the problem of attenuation of signal can be recovered, but due to effect of bandwidth, always a compromise is required between transmission distance and bandwidth. So it is required to use repeaters after certain distance, because the length of optical cable is very large, means all along the length of optical cable it is required to use repeaters after a certain distance. दिस बट क्या होगा, इससे कॉस्ट भी बढ़ेगा केबल का, सो दिस इंक्रीजेज द टोटल कॉस्ट ऑफ सिस्टम ऑल्सो. देन DWDM क्या करता है, इट इंक्रीजेज द बैंडविड्थ ऑफ द सिस्टम विदाउट यूजिंग द रिपीटर्स, मतलब रिपीटर्स भी नहीं यूज़ करेंगे हम और सिस्टम का बैंडविड्थ भी बढ़ जाएगा. इसीलिए हम क्या यूज़ करते हैं, DWDM, दैट इज़ योर डेंस वेवलेंथ डिवीजन मल्टीप्लेक्सिंग. Sorry. EDFA are commonly operated in the range of wavelength from 1525 nanometer to 1565 nanometer, and DWDM are used in the band of 1550 nanometer. So it increases the capabilities of EDFA also, that is your erbium doped fiber amplifier. In order to implement 100 Gbps networks, there is a requirement of faster physical layer technology. The normal optical networks are not capable of supporting this bandwidth for more than 500 meters distance, but the DWDM increases the bandwidth and it supports for transmission distance, means it supports for longer transmission distances. That's why we are using DWDM over WDM. Now we have to see the principle of operation of DWDM. Okay, now we have to see the principle of operation of DWDM. So the DWDM divides the light traveling through optical cable into different wavelengths and each wavelength is called as lambdas. DWDM takes input optical signal and divides it into different wavelengths, or you can say different colors also. So all these wavelengths are transmitted through same optical cable. It selects the wavelength in certain band, and I already told you the band of 15 to 50 nanometers. So it is around 15 to 50 nanometer which it selects, and it is called operating window of DWDM. and means जो बैंड सिलेक्ट होता है वेवलेंथ का ट्रांसमिट होने के लिए, उसको हम क्या बोलते हैं, ऑपरेटिंग विंडो ऑफ DWDM. सो DWDM increases the capabilities of existing optical networks without extra cabling. There is no requirement of extra cabling or extra complicated structure. Without using repeaters and all, DWDM increases the capabilities of existing optical network. Thus, using DWDM, the different signals can travel in parallel as if they travel in dedicated lanes, which where each lane is independent of each other. So this is the principle of operation for DWDM. Now we have to see the system structure of DWDM. So it consists of different components like laser transmitters, receivers, EDFA, OADM, DWDM, MUX, DMUX and all. We will see one by one. First component is, or first element is laser transmitter. These different laser sources transmitting laser beam at accurate wavelengths. Each laser source transmit different wavelength and all the wavelength from individual laser sources are closely spaced. रिसीवर्स क्या करेंगे, लेज़र ट्रांसमीटर अगर ट्रांसमिट कर, रिसीवर्स में क्या होगा, हमारा ऑब्वियसली डिटेक्टर्स ही होंगे, ऑप्टिकल फाइबर है तो so mean in receiver these are optical detectors which receives the signal and transmit them into demultiplexer for demultiplex the all wavelengths. Then EDFA, it is erbium doped fiber amplifier. It is a silica based optical fiber actually, and it is doped with erbium, so it is called as erbium doped fiber amplifier. Basically it acts as a repeater, nothing. ये क्या काम करता है, रिपीटर का ही काम करता है. एम्पलीफायर जो है ये erbium doped fiber amplifier is act as a repeater and it is used to amplify incoming optical signal. And then OADM, we already know what is OADM, optical add drop multiplexer. Means these are the components which receives an optically multiplex signal and these components can be can add or drop a certain wavelength. अगर हमको कोई wavelength नहीं चाहिए तो उसको हम drop कर सकते हैं, किसी अदर wavelength को ऐड करना है तो ऐड कर सकते हैं यूजिंग OADM, दैट इज़ योर ऑप्टिकल एड ड्रॉप मल्टीप्लेक्सर. देन DWDM MUX, ये क्या काम करेगा, जो सारे सिग्नल्स इनकमिंग सिग्नल्स है डिफरेंट वेवलेंथ पे ऑपरेट करने वाले उनको वो सिंगल ऑप्टिकल केबल में पास कराने का काम करेगा. मीन्स व्हाट, इट इज़ अ DWDM मल्टीप्लेक्सर. What is its work? It receives many optical signals of different wavelengths and it transmit it on single optical cable. देन डी मर्क्स क्या काम करेगा, जो ये मर्क्स ट्रांसमिट कर रहा है उसको रिसीव करेगा. इट रिसीव्स ऑल सिग्नल्स ऑन सिंगल केबल एंड ट्रांसमिट ईच वेवलेंथ इन डिफरेंट केबल. मतलब जो सिग्नल स्टार्टिंग में इनपुट साइड में मल्टीप्लेक्स किए थे उनको डीमल्टीप्लेक्स करके डिफरेंट केबल्स पे पास कराएगा एक केबल से लेके. सो द लेजर सोर्सेस ट्रांसमिट डिफरेंट वेवलेंथ्स. ऑल दीज वेवलेंथ्स आर अप्लाइड टू मर्क्स एंड द डिफरेंट फाइबर्स कैरी these wavelengths to the murks. The murks combine all these wavelengths and transmit it on a single optical fiber cable, that is your OFC. And OADM can take certain wavelengths of its channel or add certain wavelength from the optical channel. It can also drop down also certain wavelengths from main optical cable to other optical channel. Then EDFA is used to amplify the signal and the output of EDFA is connected to demultiplexer. Demultiplexer क्या करेगा, which separates out all the different wavelengths. मतलब एक केबल पे जो है उनको अलग अलग डिफरेंट wavelength पे ट्रांसमिट करेगा, डिफरेंट केबल पे ट्रांसमिट करेगा. So these DWDM network make use of mesh topology, star topology और ring topology. ये हमने देखा है कहीं इसके पहले. mesh topology, ring topology and star topology क्या होता है. फिर भी एक बार हम देखते हैं. there are mainly two types of DWDM network, that is single hop and multi hop network. Okay, so single hop networks means in this case each data stream is having same wavelength from source to destination. अगर continuously same wavelength है from source starting point से destination तक तो उसको हम बोलते हैं single hop network. Multiple hop network means whenever there is overlapping of network paths. Network path means light path. The reuse of wavelength is done and each node has a limited number of wavelengths. So at intermediate node electronic switching of packet is required and that concept is called as multiple hop network. Okay. Now there are some advantages of DWDM, which are those: DWDM increases the bandwidth capacity of the channel. It is the main advantage. Using DWDM it is possible, first DWDM increases the bandwidth capacity of the channel. Then using DWDM it is possible to use signals having different data rates and different formats. Okay. सारे डिफरेंट डेटा रेट्स और डिफरेंट फॉर्मेट्स के जो सिग्नल्स हैं हम थ्रू ऑप्टिकल केबल इसको ट्रांसमिट कर सकते हैं. देन अ लार्ज अमाउंट ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन कैन बी ट्रांसमिटेड साइमल्टेनियसली एंड DWDM कैन हैंडल हायर डेटा रेट्स ऑल्सो. ओके, नाउ कपलर्स, ग्रेटिंग्स और क्या बचा है हमारा, स्टिमुलेटेड ब्रिलियंट स्कैटरिंग, इफेक्ट ऑफ नॉन लीनियर ऑप्टिकल इफेक्ट्स क्या होते हैं, तो ये हम देखेंगे नेक्स्ट क्लास में. कपलर्स, ग्रेटिंग्स, स्टिमुलेटेड ब्रिलियंट स्कैटरिंग, नॉन लीनियर ऑप्टिकल इफेक्ट्स, these all concepts we will see in next class. Thank you.